Hello and welcome to the first installment of the Sage video announcement. I'm Ben Workowski.
And I'm Ian Woodley.
And we'll be your anchors for this week.
Our goal here at Sage News Network is to provide information on a local and global scale and to create an outlet for Sage students to share stories and events. We hope to post weekly videos and monthly newspapers for students and teachers so everyone can be prepared for what's to come.
With that, let's jump into the first news story.
Our first story has to do with the IB The Change groups you might have heard about. These groups have been forming over the past couple weeks and were intended to create a stronger bond between the high school students and the Sage community.
Current IB The Change groups include the Bandwagon Music Club for seniors and juniors. They meet Tuesdays at lunch in Dr. Hansen's room. Contact Seth Husney for more info.
The Breakfast Club meets at 7:40 a.m. on Mondays in Miss Hart's room, and you can contact Arabella Littengay for more information on that.
We also have some students planning a Mental Health Awareness Week. Contact Patience Estes and Stella Newnham for more info.
And finally, the Sage News Network meets in Mr. Calderon's room Mondays and Thursdays, and you can contact Ireland Burke for more information. And our second story today is about the 10th grade field trip to the Capitol building. The trip was organized by 10th grade government teacher Mr. Lunt. The students got to meet Governor Bush Otter and U.S. Senator Jim Risch.
The 10th graders went on the trip to learn how the state legislature works, and now we go to our reporter Stella in the field.
Hi there, welcome to our 10th grade tour of the Capitol. I'm going to be here with my entire class learning about our great Capitol in the city of Boise. Come on, follow me. So now we're in this room. I don't really know what we're doing in here. I think we're going to learn about what we're going to be doing today, so you guys can follow us along on our tour of the Capitol, aka my house. We got to be quiet now. Just came from the House chambers where we got to see where all the representatives sit, including our representative, and we got to see the viewing party where they'll go, and also where we can go sit and watch when they're making laws and all that. So that's what we're doing. I don't know where we're going now. I think we're going up the stairs, so I'll be going to the 4th floor.
4th floor, Senate Gallery.
Senate chambers. We were sitting up in these spots where you can observe the lawmakers, and now I don't know where we're going. So what we just learned about was this statue of George Washington, our first president, for some history for you.
Merci. From Senator Buckner Webb.
Merci. Thank you. Well, thank you guys for joining me and my 10th grade class at the Capitol, but unfortunately we have to leave now. Bye! Mr. B.
Thanks, Stella and Jane. Up next, we have a story about the Shakespeare play that happened last week.
Hello there! At this very moment, you're getting a rare glimpse into an incredible feat the likes of which have never been seen before. These Idaho Shakespeare Festival actors are packing an entire set and stage into this teeny tiny truck. It takes real skill, precision, and relentless training. But phenomenal packing and loading isn't even the most impressive part. This truck, along with another one just like it, will set off on a grand adventure, visiting more than 140 schools in 105 days. Their mission? To bring live performances to over 50,000 children, most of whom have never seen a professional show, ever. There are two separate crews hitting the road. This one is called Idaho Theater for Youth, and the other, Shakespeareans. Idaho Theater for Youth visits elementary schools, introducing kids to the joys of live theater and critical thinking concepts. Shakespeareans? These guys rehearsing here? will travel around performing for an older audience, middle schoolers and high schoolers. They'll condense a full-length Shakespeare play to just 50 minutes, giving a compelling, inspiring performance that will resonate with this age group and be short enough to fit into a single class period. Brilliant, isn't it?
The Shakespeareans cast came to stage and performed their rendition of Julius Caesar. Athena Thomas caught up with one of the actors after the show.
Do you know, is there like a whole cast for like making the sets? And
Yeah, so probably for every one of us in the show. Yeah, for every one of us in the show, there's probably about 6 or 7 other people per one of us. The guy who designed our set, Will Ledbetter, made it so that way it's really, really portable. They're all really smart about getting it just done quickly, and so that we can just get it out of here, get ready to go for our next show. But we have a lot of people who help work on it.
And do you enjoy this?
Absolutely. Looking out and seeing y'all's faces and just being like, oh, they're loving it.
Yeah.
That's why. And even when some of the kids are like heads down, not paying attention, it's still like, we'll get you. And so I love doing it because of the audience, because of you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm sure everyone definitely thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right.
For our next story, we head over to the Ultimate Frisbee field where Ireland Burke and Rachel Gordon are on the story.
My name is Rachel Gordon, and I'm one of the team captains for the Ultimate Frisbee team at Sage.
Okay, so how did you get to be captain at Sage?
I got to be captain at Sage because myself and a couple of my friends started it, I don't know, probably 5 years ago or something. I played with Tanya Rush, and we all just kind of started playing together and then just kind of got to be captain. So.
Okay, that's awesome.
This was the first game of the season for the Sage Ultimate Frisbee team. They won both games with a score of 8-2 against Bishop Kelly and 10-4 against Centennial. Some of the current players are Rachel Gordon, Tanner Smith, Nate Dryden, Jane Beidelman, and many more.
So fun to get to play sports, especially with a team with a lot of my friends. It's really nice to have just those endorphins that are released when you play and when you run around. It's really de-stressing to have that interaction. Okay. For sure. Cool.
Way to take the dub, Ultimate Frisbee team. Up next, we will have the schedule for upcoming ISATs.
Woohoo! We've got more ISATs coming up for the 10th graders at Sage, so be prepared. The next ISAT is on April 23rd from 1 to 3 and the subject is math. The day after that, on April 24th, also from 1 to 3, is the science ISAT. So mark your calendars and be sure to have a hearty breakfast.
As we wrap up our first episode of the SNN weekly broadcast, we'd like to remind you all watching to send in any footage of events happening within our school.
You can send clips, pictures, or ideas for stories to sagenewsnetwork@gmail.com, and we'll do the rest. If you're interested in joining the journalism club, we meet Mondays and Thursdays in Mr. Calderon's room at lunch.
I'm Ian Woodley.
And I'm Ben Borkowski. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I was fine!
We're good!
I was fine! First story has to do with the IB, the change